All right, getting the day started with some more digital sifting. Um, Yesterday I spent a lot of time. I actually recorded a video, but I didn't like how the audio turned out. Spent a lot of time over on Bandcamp going through their new releases page and just finding different stuff I wouldn't have found probably otherwise. And if you're not familiar, this is how you do it. I know a lot of people probably are familiar. Yeah, they have different options. Surprise me, right? Because it's just a lot of music on Bandcamp. But I went through, I don't know, probably took 30, 40 minutes of just sifting through different projects and listening to them and seeing if it applies to the archive that I'm building right here. This is Get Music. I don't even remember how I got subscribed to them. Um, but yeah, basically people, artists who have like album codes still out, they'll put on here and you can literally get the album, say get this album, and it's free downloads. I don't know, is see something that I like, but I found a couple cool like beat projects and a couple like reggae dub projects that I liked. But we're gonna get started with this. See what's going on. Let's add that to the calendar. If I'm not busy, I'll listen early. I love early listening. Oh wow. Oh, is that a new strap now? Okay, so Akete's having another listening party today. I missed it. I think he had one yesterday or the day before yesterday. And if you don't know Akete, you can go to www.crownthem.com and we actually, I interviewed him last year, published it this year about his EP Fantasy. This is a new project. Love the Road. Yeah, shout out Akete. Playlist submission. Sometimes I get these. This one's pretty, it's not personal, but I'll forward it to Monk. He likes to post like singles, or he'll post a lot of things that he thinks is cool or deserves some type of shine. And he has his own platform too. He writes for Crown Them. He's a contributor, supporter, but he also has his own platform to provide hip hop. I need to listen to one of those. Haven't listened to one in a long time. Whoops. Yan, I don't even know. I don't know who these people are. Like when I first started Crown Them, and I would like people would end up following my Bandcamp page, and it's cool though because sometimes like how Bandcamp sends these emails that people that you follow that kind of be buying music similar to your taste, they'll compile these emails. It's pretty cool. And sometimes I find like one or two projects that I didn't even know existed. And Yan, whoever Yan is, shout out Yan. Uh, they usually buy a lot of cool projects. They're pretty in the know, whoever they are. Oh wow, Jesse Hines, right? Pro Era, interesting newsletter release. Also, like, where's like the link should be obvious. I like how he has his newsletter layout. It's interesting. Um, but it should be explicit. Like, if that doesn't lead me, if me clicking on the image isn't leading me to, okay, so here we go, 9 minutes running time. This came out a month ago. Go to July. I don't feel like scrolling all the way down, so just enter a row above here. We have featured on it. West Will. I believe he's out of Houston, I think. Um, oh, it's just a 3 track. He has such a great voice. He was featured. His project. Look, um, he had a really good project that I first heard from him, and then this year, I believe, earlier in the year, he was featured heavily on. He doesn't have the links up. Yeah, Hubris Project. But Westwell is very nice, so that's cool to see him on there. He's a great vocalist. Just gonna say 26 since it just says a month ago. I do wish that I could play some of these as I listen to them, but you'll see my mouse come up here because this is how I mute it. You can't see it, but it's how I mute it. So I do not want to get any copyright strikes. I've gotten a few already, and I don't know. I thought what I do or what I did is educational. Um, it's not like I'm trying to get streams off of artist music. I'm just trying to show people where they can get and find the music and what it sounds like. You're welcome. That's one of the artists I found yesterday on Bandcamp. Yeah, this project right here. And I said once people, his album's only $3 right now. It should be 10 for real. It's I'm surprised that more people do not know about this artist. He has Wiki featured on a couple songs, and you can definitely expect that type of hip hop sound if you are familiar with Wiki in that kind of underground realm. But yeah, cool that he said thanks, because I followed a lot of artists, not many of them said thanks. Yeah, we know about that project. Thank you. Missed another one. Um, this may not look like much cover art wise, and I can't say it's much, but in time I'll reveal why I keep up with that artist. I interviewed them last fall, about this time last year, fall into summer, and they ended up revealing some things about themselves that, not about, yeah, about who they are, what they do, that they didn't want me to share in the interview. And I just feel like the interview kind of would have, feel like I wouldn't have been doing my moral obligations if I wasn't able to put that aspect into the interview. I just chose not to. Yeah, just chose not to. But it is a necessary story when the time is right. September. Ron Lee, he makes some interesting like flips and beats. So another sunset selection I like, but he, we'll see. But it's usually pretty hip hop based. Just keeping up with them is important. Um, I, I'll explain it better when I can explain it better, but probably surreal. Everywhere and everyone by a certain amount of gatekeeping, I think is important. Certain there's levels to it. At the same time, gatekeeping can just look like rites of passage too. At the same time, different levels of vetting. So I've heard anything by him, but this is a got SD Nat, Curbside Jones, who just dropped a project, Alakazam, Aldovino, NFSSO, I don't know who that is. I know all these other names. Holy James. Wow. And then he has August Fanon himself. Bugsy just dropped a project too. Doof, great one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this out. It's until September, November. T-shirt combo. Yeah, Shrapnel with another one. You know what I'm saying? I just listened to Lincoln Continental Breakfast a few weeks ago. Haven't listened to this one yet. I'm not gonna say because I don't know how to yet. Armature. Wow, they're on a roll. Some people they have an interesting sound. Some might say it's like industrial hip hop. I'm not sure what I would call it yet. Ooh, Obliv on production. That's can't say they're exactly my sound, but I still listen to them. I want to hear how certain sectors, certain artists, different artists that are pushing the sound in different ways. I want to hear that, even if it's not for me necessarily, or not something I would want to listen to all the time. Still gonna listen, so I know it's out there. Now it's all shown now, so since it's not different artists, I'm gonna delete this because this is metal. Okay. Now for the Spotify releases. Happens every time I put stuff in. $20 with another one. I've got an artist that like, man, he releases so much and has been for a while. I've been listening to him since like 2017, I want to say. And I think he was still putting stuff out before then. Now, hold on. I like him. Can't say that he's released an album in the last few years that I truly enjoyed, though. Matt Mickey, I'm not sure who he is. I saw that his album came across my timeline, so I just followed him to see what it sounded like. D Smoke. I was just talking about Tony Montana the other day. One of the few UK artists that I will continually listen to. Yesterday, Mouse Monday. I listened to it. I can't say it's my favorite project by him. Oh, low content. Low content. I've talked about this before. Sometimes the DSPs don't release the projects on the day that they are. They'll show up later. So sometimes I just have to go back through, like this one, Wodie's project. Do I follow too many people? Is that why it does it to me, or is it just wacky? Wodie's someone I followed, started following, last year. This Bird's Eye View EP was great. Not sure where Wodie's from. Okay. sometimes also when I'm doing this, it feels like I don't know. I wonder how they decide what albums go first when it's put on the new releases because sometimes it feels like it's done geographically. Like sometimes it'll I've had instances where it'll be like Atlanta, Atlanta, Atlanta. Then it'll be Houston, Houston, Houston. Then it'll be like Memphis, Memphis, Memphis. And it'll stay in like a certain southern region or okay, de-smoke. Ajamana, he has an actual poet on it. Well, they're all poets in there, right? Atlanta, TJ. Like it's gonna be a soulful one. Usually a soulful in whatever way, but it's by the lineup. Love seeing Tiffany Cushay. Bingo. 26 songs, really? We couldn't break that down? Whatever. The name. Blue Jay Wang Team. Interesting choice. Really from LA. It's usually just him. He really be having people featured, which is fine because he does it perfect just by himself. I wish artists would add more of their biography. At least just say where you're from, where you posted at. Not posted, but okay. Looks like everybody for today. Let me see here. From yesterday, I could also recommend a few more albums. Mouse, some people might like it. I I listened to Rico Chai yesterday. I don't know. Rico Chai. It's a really good album, Flavors. Definitely check that out. Let's see. Oh yeah, Mr. Nobody by Kevin Allen. And crazy thing is, so he put out this one on Friday, last Friday. It's good. He also simultaneously dropped it another album the same day and called Upside Down, where he flipped the arrangement. Just a different way of listening to the album, I guess. I thought that was interesting. Yeah, I think. Let's see who else I listened to. It's not like I listened to some of them, but it was more so to hear if I was listening to see if they were really hip hop or hip hop adjacent. Checking quality. This Colon project's pretty good. Mozzie project is amazing. Intrusive Thoughts 1 and 2, he went off. This is great. This was interesting. Cobra Sun by 4200 Corey. Some people might like it. This is a really good album. Flightjes is really good. So is Geonova and Kareem Liddell. I think I know Kareem's from Johnson City, Tennessee. I know Geonova is affiliated with them or whatever. I don't know if he's from out there too, but they both dropped cool little EPs. Kareem's is not what he usually puts out, but it's still really good. He's choosing a really good direction to go in. Mr. Nobody's Osama, if you want some like turn LA club music type feel, just having a good time, that's that. But yeah, have a good one. Thanks for tuning in.